Well, it's time for the next part for that fork. This is the top triple plate. This is where the fork tubes go in. And this is where the old stem bolt used to come up. And now I'm adapting it to use the bicycle steerer tube. Well, it's a little small. It comes in at 9/26. And it's going to have to go out at 1 inch. This is the tube that's going in. Maybe a little less than that. But I need a little room for the brass to flow when it's brazed up on the bottom. And so I'm going to take a drill to it and then probably a boring bar. I might even try a 1-inch end mill, because I do have one on hand. And if I secure it good and stiffen everything up as much as it will, that should make one pass and do the job. I like the top to fit a little tighter than the bottom if I could, and that way you don't get no rocking motion or sliding motion. I'm also going to clean up this surface and this surface. Make a couple of light passes and clean that up. I got the triple plates for less than the cost of a bicycle fork, and they came as a whole fork. I paid $50, which included shipping. And I wanted a motorcycle style fork, and I needed to have 130 millimeters between, or 135 millimeters between the dropouts. And this thing, I can build the fork tubes out myself and get that 135 pretty easy. I got to come back in about 15 mil. So it's not going to be too hard, and it's going to be a fairly simple project. I was thinking about taking these out, but I believe they're bonded in place. Those are isolators for the handlebars, and since I'm using clip-ons, I don't really need them. I was also thinking about taking these off, but I might leave them on for the time being. And that's about it. So we'll get on over to the mill. Well, first things first, you need to center up the stem hole on the mill. I've already taken the liberty of doing that because I figure if you're watching this, you already know how to center a piece of work. This is a coaxial indicator. And it doesn't get much better than that. That hole's not quite perfect. It's a little rough on the inside. Up if we were in inches. $9.60. These mini mills don't really like these boring bars, so I take a little at a time. Okay. Oh, I did set the DRO to 0 in case I had to move anything. You never know. Okay, let's take another pass. Okay, let's have a peek. See what we got. Oh, we're there. Okay, let's check that fit. Just what I was looking for. That is the way I wanted. I wanted it tight so I don't get no back and forth action on heavy braking or acceleration since the motor's on the front. And that's the name of that. I decided I'm going to leave the bottom alone because nobody's ever going to see it. It should be fine just the way it is. And I will meet you back at the bench. Back at the bench, I've smoothed up the top a little bit. Looks good. The fit, just what I was looking for. Get the notch on the back. The washer. And the nut. There we go. All it needs is a wrench, tighten it all the way up. Uh-oh. Wrench, tighten it all the way up. And we're good. Sorry about that. My wife was watching part of the video that I was doing here. my taskmaster. Okay. Well, I'm happy with this. The next one is the bottom tri-plate. That one I have to cut the stem bolt off of, and it's going to have to be a little bit bigger on the bore than this one. And there's a reason for that. When they cut these threads, they cut past the surface of the tubing, which made the end a little smaller. And so consequently, the bore needs to be a little bigger for the other end. Not a problem. But I just got to get the stem bolt sawed off. And when I do the stem bolt, I'm going to leave part of it in because I need a 1mm spacing to center the bottom race. Actually, it's ½ mil per side, so I'm going to have to be real careful and just mill a little ledge to hold that in, and we should be good on the bottom. Then it's time to put a set of 4 tubes in it and take it down. See a friend of mine that has a set of tanks, because I don't have oxyacetylene yet. After that, for the 4 tubes, I get to make the tubes on the bottom where they attach to the wheel. Also have to have a torque bar, or have torque bar built in, so that they don't rotate the axles and pull the wires out of the hub. And that's it for this. Hey, thank you much for stopping by. Hope to see you again next time. If you like the content, please consider helping to support the channel, either through Buy Me a Coffee, PayPal me at OnCNC, or on my Patreon. Links in the description. Thank you.